Hello, everybody. We are live here on Fiore Calls Game. It has been a while with a few sicknesses and other things, but I am finally back with a great slate of guests coming up. And today we have none other than Tom Cantone, who is the Senior Vice President of Entertainment and Sports at Mohegan Sun, in charge of setting up all those great events they have over there. Tom, how are you doing?
Good, Andrew. Thanks for having me on, man. Looking forward to talking to you.
Awesome. Same here. So, do you want to give us a little rundown of what specifically you do for Mohegan Sun for our viewers to know?
Well, my job and my team's job is to drive traffic to the property. And a lot of that is done through the arena. And since we've kept records, we've drawn over 15 million people here to the arena itself, not to mention just all the other things that we do. But we use our entertainment and sports programming as a marketing tool and also to make memories. So, it's a very powerful one because we get the latest and greatest and the biggest names and the iconic names that come here. And remember, we're in Uncasville, Connecticut. We're not in New York or Boston or Vegas. And, so it's a little bit harder, but because of our reputation and the relationships that we have, they really, really want to come here. A lot of tours start here because of that, and they'll end their tour here, or they'll make their arena debut here. So it makes us now one of the most successful arenas in the world, and probably one of the most, if not the most awarded venue in America. So it's pretty good story, and a tribute to the men and women who really run it.
Yeah, I mean, anytime I go to a game there, I always look up and I see the Billy Joel banner. I believe Harry Styles is there. Am I correct?
He's been here.
There's a
One
few
Direction.
banners.
Yep, yep.
Uh,
They made One Direction made their debut here. And
wow.
yeah, it's a lot of artists have made their debuts here. Ed Sheeran and Bruno Mars. Just there's so many. Billy Joel's only first ever residency was here, and then he went to Madison Square Garden for a historic run there. But we gave birth to a lot of cool things in the entertainment world.
And I mean, like you alluded to, it's in Uncasville, not the most prominent spot on the map, and yet you go there, it's packed. There's all these huge events. What drew you though, specifically to Mohegan Sun?
It's part of my career path, I guess you would say. Came from another property. Reputation was the same and everywhere. We were pretty innovative and we made things happen. Caught a lot of attention from the media and then later social media. And we're a successful. We have a successful program. It takes a lot of hard work, but you have to have the right people around you, and I'm blessed with that. The people that are around me are the best, and our team wins a lot because of it. Um, and the arena was a big attraction for me because I, in the early days when I started at Hershey, I did have an arena the same size, so I was familiar with the firepower of adding that to the marketing that you do. But when I got here, we needed to step it up a little bit, and for the sake of all the hard work, we really did step it up to the point where we're ranked among the top 3 in the world for our size every year, and the top 20 or top 25 for all size venues around the world. So it's quite a story.
Oh, absolutely. And I love the options as a sports fan that you have all year round. You have the WNBA going for the spring and summer and into the fall a little bit, and then there's the basketball tournaments. It's just there's so many options, and I think a lot of people know Mohegan as the home of the Connecticut Sun, but not many people know about the Naismith tournament that you guys do. The Big East women's basketball tournament is held there. How did you land some of those college basketball events there?
Well, I think Connecticut's the basketball capital of the world, really. So
Mhm.
it was sort of a natural marriage to have major league college sports and tournaments come here. It's part of our evolution in the sports world. But we also have MMA and boxing. We had the fight of the century here. A lot of people don't realize that, but it's also a banner that's hanging in the arena with the Ward Gotti fight. Um, so yeah, we mix it up pretty good. but we're concert driven. And concerts is what people really want to see. They want to see the hottest name on the planet. And if they're in our house, they're coming. And part of my job, like I said, is to drive traffic and make money and to make memories. And that's why we came up with we don't sell tickets, we make memories. And when people come here, they forget the way of the world, and the world can be a negative place, but not when they get here. And I think it's ironic that, in a matter of hours and, 10,000 people become, who didn't know each other, become best friends in a concert and celebrate together. And, our product is fun, and, it's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it really is the work you guys do there. I only just started going to Sun games this past season because I caught wind of the momentum rewards thing you guys do, which is a really smart idea, where you get points for going to the casino and then you get free offers and stuff. So I've gotten to take advantage of some of those free offers. Now, are you behind things like that type of promotional program to get people in the door?
No, that's a separate entity here. So WNBA and Connecticut Sun operate independently, but my sports and entertainment team uh, is aligned with them to produce the events. So our involvement is producing the games, but from the marketing standpoint and the branding and all that, it's a separate team that does that, and they do a really good job.
Gotcha. And doing research on you, I found you were involved in Bubbleville in 2020. Something I completely forgot about, but one of the few places where college basketball was being played was here at Mohegan. How did you go about the process of trying to make money and trying to bring something to Mohegan at a time where people couldn't come together?
So we tried to think on some innovative ideas, and when the world was shut down, there wasn't anybody open, no venue was open. We decided to turn the arena into a broadcast center for Showtime, sports, boxing, and Bellator MMA. And to do that took a Herculean effort. It was in the middle of chaos and fear and medical issues and all of that. But I didn't want to be dark, and I wanted to keep our crew working, and I wanted to show the world that, you can keep innovative and keep relevant even during the worst of times. So we brought that in, and then that opened the door to the basketball tournaments that came in here. So the athletes all converged here. We had medical procedures. We followed all the CDC guidelines and all of our medical issues internally. And, it really worked. So on any given night, while everyone was shut down and in their homes, we were broadcasting live content around the world. And we were named the most innovative that year during the pandemic. And we're really proud of that because we found a way to entertain people during the time when they needed it most.
Were you involved in landing the Big East tournament for women's basketball?
Not really. That was done through other sources, but once again, we're involved in producing it. So it's just part of our content here and our programming. But yeah, they have a home here too. It's pretty cool.
What's your number one priority when you're producing an event?
Um, Social media to see whatever we book, the marketing machine now is on your phone. And I sold out 12 Matt Rife concerts in a row without spending one nickel of advertising.
Wow.
Because most of the time now when we book something, the world instantly knows about it. And we sell out a lot because of social media. So my interest is to fill seats and to drive people here. And of course to be profitable and make money and make memories, like I said. And it's a feeder for our restaurants, our hotel, our shops, our nightclubs. It's a feeder for everything we do here. In addition to the expo center and the conventions that we do and all of that. So, we really know how to draw crowds here, and we know how to produce shows. Again, a compliment to everyone who is involved in when we have programming like that to make the night special and make everyone feel welcomed.
Speaking of social media, when looking into you, I found the Tony Orlando made a post specifically about you and about how you're one of the most widely respected and loved professionals in terms of booking these concerts and working with celebrities. What is that like for you when you hear the great response from these huge celebrities?
Well, in his case, I tied a yellow ribbon around that one. That's his hit song. Um, it's humbling. It's also gratifying to know that all these years was time well spent, and that you met people along the way that you used to see growing up and listen to on the radio, and now you're friends with. And it's sort of those are pinch me moments that makes me feel like, hmm, this kid from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania did okay.
Have you ever had a big like starstruck moment when meeting one of these people?
Ringo, star of the Beatles. So to know and meet a Beatle, to me, they changed the world.
Yeah.
Everyone else came after them in my world. And we inducted him into the Arena Walk of Fame, and I got to know him and spent some time with him. And he actually called me Tom, which, that's like incredible for me. Um, so yeah, I was 14 years old again when I met him, and it brought back so many memories. And he was so nice and so friendly and courteous. And then I presented him with the birthday cake backstage, and that was a great moment because while we're ready to blow out the candles, he takes the back of my head and tries to push my face into the cake. And he could do anything he wants. I would have been fine with anything. But those playful moments, and here I grew up with this incredible revolution in music, and now I'm with him. So those are things I don't take for granted. I'm blessed to be grateful about it. I don't ever take a day for granted here. And you shouldn't in life, because every day is a gift, and if we took advantage of the human part of why we're here, and the contributions we can make before we leave, to make the world a better place or to make people a better place. We preach people first, and when you put people first, great things happen, and things like that happen all the time. And really, bad guys and the bad days make you better. And so you're blessed no matter what happens in any regard. But I just think we should be kind and nice to people, uh, and spread kindness wherever you go with all the hate in the world. I practice don't hate, don't compare, um, don't waste time, and be grateful for your moment that you have here, because it'll go so quick.
I think those are great words to live by for anybody outside of any industry. Whatever industry you're doing, whatever you do in general, those are great words to live by. And I'm grateful to have Mohegan right in our backyard. I'm from Western, so 40 minutes is close enough to be in my backyard.
Yeah, that's
Um,
great.
but getting to go to those Connecticut Sun games, it has me wondering. And if there's parts of this you can't share, totally understand. But a lot of talk about the Sun leaving. How has that process been for you? Do you have any updates on it? If not, again, that's okay. And what do you envision as the next step if they do leave?
Oh, I'm not involved in it, so it's
Okay.
a quick answer. We do have a season coming up, so we're spending our time getting ready for that season. That's
Yeah, I saw the schedule came out yesterday. What are some of the big games that people can look forward to coming to?
Well, I think anytime Caitlin Clark comes here, that's an instant sellout. Single handedly, she changed that whole league, and she made her
Oh yeah,
debut here. She made her pro debut here. She took her
I
first.
remember that.
She took her first shot here. So it was a big moment. So once again, Mohegan Sun Arena becomes part of American pop culture. And there's so many of those that happened. And we're celebrating our 25th anniversary this year. And a lot of those moments will be memorialized and celebrated.
Are there any events or different things people can look forward to about this 25th anniversary that'll make it unlike a normal year?
Mega thoughts and ideas and planning. Stand by for big announcements and fun. So yeah, it's going to be a fun time. When you hear it, you'll smile.
Oh, I am sure I will. I know you said you had about 15 minutes. That's about where we're
Yes.
at right now. So I'll let you get back to work planning that
Okay.
big anniversary season. But do you have any final thoughts to leave our guests with today?
Just like I said earlier, we're here to make life better and to get away from the negativity of the world. And if you want to do that, come to Mohegan Sun. There's so much fun here, and bring your friends and family and have a good time, and make some memories here. We don't sell tickets; we make memories. Thanks for having me on, Andrew.
Oh, thanks for coming on, Tom. It's an honor to talk to someone with your resume and your experience, and I was thrilled to pick your brain. So yeah, thank you so much for coming, and I'm sure I'll see you over there because I head over there a lot because it's an awesome place.
Anytime. Don't be strangers. Say hello.
Absolutely. Thanks,
All
Tom.
right.
All right, that was a fantastic interview with the one and only Tom Cantone of Mohegan Sun, making memories for everyone. And I want to thank you all for bearing with me the last month or so. I came down with norovirus and then another sickness. And then obviously, I'm no longer with 321 Media, but the show will continue. And this is just the first step right now as we are getting ready to go back into full gear. I don't know if you noticed, but I put out some reels last night talking about the Mets. I'm going to do some more content. I'm working on a video essay for the YouTube, and I've got some guest cooking. And next week, we already have it booked. If you remember a few months ago, I promised an interview with Thor Bjorn, who at the time was the athletic director of URI. Now he has jumped ship, headed to the big rivals at UMass to run their football program and try to save a program that has been struggling. And we are finally privileged to have him on our show. That will be next Tuesday at 4:30. So mark your calendars because the long-awaited Thor Bjorn interview is finally here. Again, thank you for bearing with me. This is only the start of the new chapter, and as always, Fiore just called game. See you next week for Thor Bjorn.